Hello, everyone. I am Miss Karen at Adams Memorial Library, here for another book report. Now, if you saw last week's book report, you might remember that I told you I like Halloween, but I don't like stories that are too terribly scary. So last week's stories really weren't scary even to me. This week's stories are a little bit scary to me. And really, if you love scary stories, you can tell me about them and I would be happy to hear about them. I am always happy to have book recommendations, but the ones that I'm going to recommend to you this week are maybe a little scary, maybe not too bad. You'll have to see when you check them out from the library. First story I have is called Mrs. McMurphy's Pumpkin, and it's written by Rick Walton and it's illustrated by Delana Bettoli. This one is a classic. You might know this one, Room on the Broom. Room on the Broom was written by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. And this one, ooh, it's a little bit dark, a little bit scary. It's called Los Gatos Black on Halloween. And this one was written by Marisa Montes and illustrated by Yuyi Morales. Here's another classic, Big Pumpkin. Big Pumpkin is by Erica Silverman and the illustrations by S.D. Schindler. And actually another classic, The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything. She is super brave. The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything was written by illustrated by Megan Lloyd and written by Linda Williams. And finally, The HALLO-WIENER, written and illustrated by Dav Pilkey. So let's talk a little bit more about these books. Well, this first one, Mrs. McMurphy's Pumpkin. Mrs. McMurphy lives by herself on a farm. And let me tell you, friends, Mrs. McMurphy does not fool around. She lived by herself on a farm at the edge of the woods. She took care of some chickens. She took care of the cows, told them to mind themselves. She fed the pigs, and she said to the pigs, if you break out of your pens today, you're bacon. Like I said, Mrs. McMurphy does not fool around. So one day on the 27th of October, when a big kind of creepy pumpkin shows up and says, my mouth is here. I speak to you. When my teeth are here, I'll eat you. Makes Mrs. McMurphy nervous? Not too much. But what if it comes back, that pumpkin, even though she put it outside? What if it comes back the next day and says, my nose is here. I smell you. When my teeth are here, I'll eat you. And, oh dear, what if it comes back again the next day with ears and says, my ears are here, I hear you. When my teeth are here, I'll eat you. What will Mrs. McMurphy do? What if it gets eyes? What if it gets teeth? Is she going to be eaten? Well, you have to check this book out, see who eats whom in this story. Room on the Broom is about a very good witch with a very nice cat, but sometimes she has a little trouble when she's flying around because her broom's not too big and she's got to hold on to everything. There's got to be room for the cat. She has to hold on to her cauldron. But sometimes it gets very windy, and then one day the wind blew her hat off. But luckily a very nice dog found it, gave it back to her. But as they kept riding, oh no, the ribbon on the end of her braid blew off. So they had to go down to find it, but luckily a very nice bird found the bow. They take off again, but oh my goodness, now it's raining. She's got to hold on to everything, and she dropped her wand. She needs that. But a very nice frog found her wand. So they can all ride on the broom together, right? But no, they're riding and then they fall off the broom and a scary dragon appears. And the dragon says, I am a dragon as mean as can be, and which with French fries Sounds delicious to me. Oh no, the poor witch. What's she gonna do? Can she get away? Can somebody help her? Gonna have to find out by checking out this book, reading it from the library. It's a good one. I think you'll like it. And this one is a good one too. Los Gatos Black on Halloween. Well, at Halloween time, sure enough, Los Gatos Black come out. And, oh, they see Las Calabazas. You can tell I don't speak Spanish very well, friends. I'm sorry. Las Calabazas fat and round. You see on Halloween night. And, oh, up in the sky, Las Brujas are flying on their brooms. And they're all flying to scary house where all the monsters are coming in the haunted casa. All the vampires and werewolves and mummies and the witches and the pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns and the Los Gatos Black, the black cats are all coming to this haunted house. But what if at this house something even scarier than them shows up? What are they going to do? Oh, could be a little scary. Yes. You can see for yourself if it scares you. Okay, now Big Pumpkin, maybe not really scary, but it's only scary because maybe you're scared of witches. Even friendly looking ones who like to bake. And like to grow big pumpkins because you need a big pumpkin if you want to make a big pumpkin pie for Halloween. But she has the problem, the pumpkin is so big that she can't get it off the vine by herself. She can't pick it. But maybe a ghost could help. Or a vampire. Or a mummy. Or maybe a bat. No, how's a bat going to help them get the pumpkin off the vine? That would never happen, would it? Maybe it would. Maybe. If you know this book, you'll know what happens. And if you don't know it yet, you can check it out and find out. This one really is a classic. I love this book. I like to read it every year for Halloween. The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything. She goes out to gather some herbs and things that she needs, but it's a little bit dark. You know how it gets dark sooner in the fall? It gets darker earlier. Got a little dark when she was coming back, heading through the forest, but it is okay because this little old lady was not afraid of anything. Even when 2 shoes appeared by themselves and went clump, clump. Even when, one pair of pants came and went wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Even when a hat appeared and went nod, nod, and 2 gloves appeared and went clap, clap. Oh, who else could appear? Uh-oh, good thing she's very brave and not afraid of anything because you start to chase her all the way home. They're going home with her. And could it get worse? Oh, it might, friends. I'm not going to lie to you. It might. You better check this book out if you want to find out if there's anything for the little old lady to be afraid of. And this last story is called the HALLO-WIENER because there was a dog named Oscar, and Oscar was half a dog tall, but 1.5 dogs long. And you know what the other dogs called him? They called him Wiener Dog. They did. It was not very nice. But this one is written by Dav Pilkey. And if Dav Pilkey's name sounds familiar, it's because he's written Captain Underpants books and the Dogman books. But this is one he wrote specifically for Halloween. So Oscar is in class and it's Halloween and he's dreaming about the scary costume. that he's going to make for Halloween because, oh, if he has a scary costume, those other dogs, his friends are not going to laugh at him then. So he got home from school. He's ready to work on his costume, but his mother says she made a special costume for him. Oh, now that is not a scary costume. No. Oh, but he didn't want to hurt his mother's feelings. So, yes, he dressed up as a hot dog. And his friends are dressed up as scary things like a vampire or a wizard or a mummy or, scariest of all, a dog catcher. And I'm afraid to say that they thought Oscar's hot dog costume was pretty funny. But later, on the friend's way home, something really big and really scary comes and chases them right into the water. And they say, "Help! Somebody save us!" Who could possibly save them? Do you have any ideas? Well, if you do, you can check this book out from the library and see if you're right. So, friends, I hope you will enjoy these Halloween books. I hope they're not too scary for you. They're not too scary for me, so I hope they won't be too scary for you either. I hope you will enjoy them. And again, if you have any other stories you want to tell me about, please do. You can tell me in the library. You can call. You can email at kids@adamslib.org, and I would be really excited to hear about them. So, friends, I hope you all have a very happy Halloween, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.